What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. The dawning is upon us once again, and with it comes the usual selection of cookies and other goodies to bake and deliver to the different vendors across Destiny. The dawning is a limited time event. Unlike other seasonal events, the dawning does not include its own personally tailored activity. Instead, players will need to collect different materials that will be found only during the 3 weeks that the dawning is available. So if you're wanting to complete all the achievements and earn all the rewards that this free event offers, like the dawning memento, then you'll need to get started now, as this event will be ending on January 3rd. So today we'll be covering all of the ingredients that you'll need, how to get them, and what you'll be able to bake out of them. And to save you the most time, let's jump right in. Now before you do anything, you'll need to be sure to visit the tower and speak with Eva Levante, where you'll get the Winter Night quest and access to Eva's oven. Once you've gotten these, it's time to get baked. There are 20 recipes that you'll utilize to make these sweet treats, starting with Gjallardoodles. These will be going to Commander Zavala, and to make them, you'll need ether cane, which is found by defeating fallen enemies. You'll also need Delicious Explosion, which is collected from kills with any type of explosion. Vanilla Blades will be going to Lord Shaxx, and to make these you're going to need Cabal Oil, which will be found by defeating Cabal. You'll also need Sharp Laver. This will be collected from getting kills with swords. There's Telemetry Tapioca, which will be going to Banshee, and to make this you'll need Vex Milk, which is found from Vex. You'll also need Bullet Spray, which is collected from kills with any SMG, auto rifle, or heavy machine gun. Traveler's Donut Holes will be going to Ikora Ray, and to make these you're going to need Cabal Oil and Flash of Inspiration, which is collected from generating Orbs of Power. There's Eliksni Birdseed, which is going to go to Hawthorne, and to make these you're going to need ether cane and Personal Touch, which is collected by getting melee kills. You're going to need Lavender Ribbon Cookies, which are going to go to Saint 14, and to make these you're going to need Vex Milk and Personal Touch. There's Classic Butter Cookies, which are going to Eva Levante herself, and to make these you're going to need Taken Butter, which you'll get from defeating taken enemies. And you're also going to need Superb Texture, which you'll get from defeating enemies with supers. There's Bright Dusted Snowballs that are going to go to Tess at the tower. To make these you'll need Chitin Powder, which is found by defeating hive enemies. You're also going to need Multifaceted Flavor, which is collected from multi-kills of any kind. Dark Chocolate Motes will be going to the Drifter, and to make these you're going to need Taken Butter, along with Null Taste, which is collected from defeating enemies with void abilities or weapons. There's Hot Crossfire Buns, which are going to Ada 1, and to make these you're going to need ether cane and Balanced Flavors. These can be collected when defeating enemies with bows, sniper rifles, or scout rifles. There's Lucent Crunch, which is going to Finch on the Throne World. To make these you'll need Chitin Powder and Perfect Taste, which is collected from precision kills with any weapon. There's Etheric Coldsnap, which is going to Varix on Europa. To make these you'll need Chitin Powder and Electric Flavor, which is collected from defeating enemies with arc weapons or abilities. There's Starwort Thins, which are going to the Exo Stranger on Europa. To make these you need Dark Ether Cane, which is found from defeating Scorn enemies. You'll also need Dark Frosting, which is collected from defeating enemies with any type of stasis weapon or ability. There's Bittersweet Biscotti, which is going to the Crow at the helm. To make these you'll need Dark Ether Cane and Balanced Flavors. There's Ascendant Oatmeal Raisin Cookies that are going to Eris Morn on the Moon, and to make these you're going to need Chitin Powder along with Finishing Touch, which will be collected from getting kills with finishers. Ill Fortune Cookies will be going to Petra Venge at the Dreaming City, and to make these you're going to need Dark Ether Cane and Impossible Heat, which is collected from defeating enemies with solar weapons and abilities. There's Blueberry Crumblers, which will be going to Shah Han on the Cosmodrome. To make these you need Ether Cane and Bullet Spray. There's Infinite Forest Cake, which is going to be going to Failsafe over at Nessus, And to make these, you're going to need Vex Milk and Impossible Heat. There's Gentleman's Shortbread, which is going to Devrim K. And to make this, you'll need Ethercane and Perfect Taste. And finally, there's Strange Cookies, which are going to Zur. To make these, you're going to need Taken Butter and Electric Flavor. And with that, we've covered all 20 of the recipes and all of the ingredients that you're going to need to make them, and where you'll be delivering those sweet treats once you've baked them. To make farming for these items a lot easier on yourself, I would recommend hitting up lost sectors and public events, while utilizing a variety of different weapon types. The Hardlight and Dead Messenger can both be great choices to use during this event, since both of them will provide you with Void, Arc, and Solar energies. As you're baking these sweet treats, you will need Essence of Dawning, which will be found from completing any activity, including public events and lost sectors, which makes it even more beneficial to hit up these activities during this event. And to that same token, the Dares of Eternity would be a great activity to farm, since it rotates through all the different enemy factions. The biggest downside to farming these ingredients this year is that they are not guaranteed to drop from every enemy, and in some cases you might have to kill several enemies over again before seeing some of these ingredients drop. But if you want to get rewards like the new Memento and God rolls of the Zephyr Sword and the Glaciocasm Fusion Rifle, then you're going to need to be baking a lot of these sweet treats. And with that said, I wish you all the best of luck throughout the dawning. Let me know what you're enjoying most about it and what your favorite sweet treat is. Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated and both really do help support the channel. If you're a new Light Guardian just starting your journey, or a battle-hardened veteran just looking for a new home, then be sure to check out the Discord link in the description below and join one of the greatest communities in all of Destiny. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.